Greetings everyone, welcome back. Today I've brought you some good news and bad news. The good news is that I'm very glad to be in this role with all of you, as I have not been able to upload a single Season 6 video in an entire year. Unfortunately for the bad news, this will officially be the final Season 6 video that would end off the series, and the series remains unpredictable as of this time. For some context, the MC Plush series, specifically Mario's House and Luigi's Mansion, was a classical role-playing series that took place within the Mario universe on Wii U initially and later on to the Switch. And now there are several reasons as to why I am announcing this. And while I'm at it, I will be showcasing any remaining places or builds that never saw the light of day being revealed to the public. So to start off, one of the main reasons that we haven't been able to upload within an entire year is due to optimization. Now I have actually made a comment in the last video I've made, the Christmas special 2022, and explained that the Switch version has poor optimization. Now this is mostly due to hardware limitations, as the Switch is not as powerful as the modern gen since we're at the age of PS5 and Xbox Series X/S, and so the Switch is really behind compared to its competitors, and therefore the software itself will face many hardware issues and limitations of its compatibility. In addition to every game update, it only generates a lot more bugs than actually fixing them, regardless of what the new patches actually claim. Now another reason is due to low confidence. Now back in 2020, when we used to make an abundant amount of these videos, they used to receive a lot of good feedback, a lot of likes and views for the time. And honestly, it was really motivating to actually make these videos, since it actually helped to entertain people and we were actually getting something in return. However, since the past year, or last year actually, the videos itself has been stagnating compared to their 2020 and 2021 counterparts. This is partly due to the fact most modern viewers aren't subscribers, or if they are, don't find the videos appealing to them, which results in videos with little likes, sub gains, and comments. And that makes it really challenging. In fact, earlier this year, there has been an oversaturation of these type of videos on the internet nowadays. In fact, the oversaturation of these videos was so intense that even the original creator of all of the Mario Minecraft roleplaying, Tripolar, saw a dip in views and reception earlier this year, mostly due to the fact most of the content posted by other creators aren't appealing to many audience and lack any engagement with them. And I'm not a fan of competition, so that became a barrier difficult to overcome for me. It's also important to note that making these types of videos are very challenging. It takes days worth of preparation within Minecraft, hours worth of recording just for a few segments, and another few days for the edits. Now, despite our gradual improvement, the reception on the MC Plush series remains poor, and this makes it increasingly challenging to have the courage to make more of them. While it's true that the topic may be an issue, even those with extensive amount of effort and connection to the storyline still maintain a poor performance. Making this series function takes an abundant amount of work from others, not just me, and if the videos are perceived to be mediocre by the viewers, getting the motivation from others to help only adds up more frustration, as many of them may not be as motivating to make another video or help contribute if the modern ones aren't doing as well. Finally, one of the most impactful of all is that one of our most important creators, Macaroni or Castor, or whatever their name may be since they change it after some time, has decided to step down from their involvement into the series. There's not much you can do if a partner doesn't feel motivated or interested in a certain project. This player was crucial to the foundation of the entire series. Since the first ever episode, Castro has brought their ideas and thoughts into the series and is the main architect/builder of every season. Even season 6 was heavily influenced by Castro, and without them, I wouldn't have made it so far to the series, or even this season alone. As we age, we naturally diversify our interests and what to do to explore some aspects of the unknown out there. Castro is no exception, and they do not wish to continue on with the current conditions of the series. This applies to all of the other members who used to help as well, due to what's happening in their life. For that reason, it's important to give some credit to Castro and all the other people who were involved or featured, because they equally did as much work and they deserve the attention and respect. For those reasons, and no one willing to help me in either recording or building, I have no other choice but to end this. It's probably for the best for all of us, and even me. I've been too dependent on this series for years, and it's about time I've made a change. As I've said before, the finale will mostly just be me talking about Season 6 or Season 2 Luigi, and explore the world in depth. To start off, we have the first build, Fishy's Shack. Built in 2019, as well as the sequel. Essentially this was using Season 5 type of build style or architecture. It has actually been updated, I think, a year or two after it was initially built, but some remnants of the outdated style, such as large bathtubs, were still present in this build, and he even wrote a diary. Okay, I read that backwards, but you get the idea. The bed is fine. I think the bed was the one that got updated later on in the years. Nothing in the chest. And what I usually had in my inventory was typically just building materials, but the things I've always had was a specific type of banner that I needed, light blocks, an iPhone for some reason, money, and whatever caps needed for any characters such as Chef Mario. Okay, so without the shack, not bad for the time, I guess. I mean, this world was actually made over 4 years ago, and so many remnants of 1.14 kind of makes the game a little bit more laggier, but oh well. Another nice thing about his island, if you know who Fish is, it's basically just an old name, some talking fish. I don't know, we were just kids, so we didn't really come up with a name at all. He appeared in one video, I believe, on the beach. Actually, when you look down on the surface, all of this used to be just stone, you know, across from here to there. And I'll get that in 2 minutes. But most of the sand part or life form was artificially made or built, as I literally had to excavate every single stone block. Not stone block, but you know, major layers to replace it with sand and life form. And I believe the first part took place in June 2020. Was mostly this. It wasn't really naturally appealing. It was kind of shallow. And then a year later, I expanded it to a more realistic approach. And it goes all the way over there, I believe. And this ends off by the river. And this nice forest that wasn't really completed, but supposedly it was supposed to be used as like a private area or some natural scenery that Junior and his friends can come and explore around. Obviously, the trees are artificially made. It wasn't really completed due to the fact this was like one of the final things we were trying to build. And even then, it wasn't me making it. I didn't have enough time to do so. Caster tried to add in a natural, a natural wall or background to that. It used to be just a black wall, so not really that appealing at all. Boats, speedboats. This was Bowser Jr.'s country. A video made 2 years ago, and it's still here, and we were actually trying to update and add buildings in a future video, which sadly has never came, or maybe has any plans to come at all. But essentially, a little town was supposed to be here with a government, and even a little beach area around here, and even I think the oil mine. Well, it's supposed to be a coal mine, but yeah, even that's actually there, and that's how revenue is made by the government. Which ironically, it's not even controlled by Junior, but by some other administrator. And I think that's either residential or probably, hang on. If I can break in. Okay. Build huts. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it was common for us to put in like a bunch of random signs to build, or like reminders of, hey, we got this, you know, in a certain area or that. And that's his flag. I think earlier you saw Jake's country being occupied by British forces. Again, it's all in that video. Not gonna go too in depth on that. So this is a part we've never really explored at all or showcased. So if you were curious throughout these past few years, this piece of geography was made by Castro, and here's an image of it being built back in 2020. So yeah, this has been here for over 3 years, and what it is essentially just an extension to DK's jungle, which I'll review I'll show off later on. But it has a natural beach. It has some of this naturally curved, pieces of land. Exclaves, I guess, not exclaves, but you get the idea. Don't have my turns with me. Here is interesting. This was supposed to be Kermit's house. Yes, this shell was supposed to be Kermit's house with his glass tree frog. I don't know why he actually has a pet frog, but whatever. The world is weird. Doesn't matter. And this is supposed to be his banjo. Not sure if you guys can tell, but that's supposed to be. I don't know what that was. I forgot. And that fish was probably from the 4th season. Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if it's a magic fish. Actually, it is. Never mind. So, and he has his little TV, his average stuff, I guess. Lives in a shell. Why he lives here? If you probably remember, MeWorld, he was banned, and so he kind of has to reside here on an exile, and he shows he just has to stick with a shell with a ship on it. I don't know. This is probably more to that, but it's been so long. That type of video was supposed to be out I don't know, last year or so. And surprisingly, this video, Junior goes to DK's jungle and reviewing oh wow, his newly renovated jungle, because back in the 4th season, it didn't actually look that well at all. Was actually supposed to be the 15th episode. This video was supposed to be the next video after the Christmas special, where Bowser Jr. and his friends go to the jungle next, meet Donkey Kong. And well, it was never executed for the reasons I've listed earlier or mentioned. Here was supposed to be a ravine for a river, and I really like this. Particles for a waterfall. Now this was TNT or command block, and unfortunately it didn't really display this. Well, it actually doesn't display all the time. It just disappeared. But in multiplayer, does not display at all for some reason. Oh, and just in case, there's a sign, and over here is another sign discussing the outskirts. There was a division of the country. Well, there's, I think, a political system in this. Castro made the idea. I don't remember. I don't recall much on it. Again, decorations. This was supposed to be a lush cave. Of course, it was never built, although I might build on my free time if I ever was interested in it. Lost space right there. But man, that's been designed for that's been on the works for 2 years. It hasn't been built yet. Campfire site. I hope you guys like the detail, because again, Castro and I really worked hard on this jungle to make it look 10 times better than the previous jungle. A lot of land is obviously reclaimed, artificial. This was Diddy Kong's house. Yes, he actually has his own house properly. I think the coloring may help to indicate that. A lot of lush vegetation on it. And DK's house. Now you might have seen this build, not sure if you guys remember or even seen it at all, but this was just from the video games. I think Country Returns is where this house debuts. His hammock, his little TV, I think, his radio, tire, mirror, and this treasure key. Now that treasure key was supposed to be used for this temple, which, yes, I've actually spent over a month building the inside of it. I could actually showcase, but it's actually really long. But it features a maze, arena, and a few parkour areas. And then after you get through all the treacherous stunts or traps, you eventually just come across some golden banana and a lot of treasure, and then you just get back home. So it's just a mini game I've built for fun, nothing really much, but I mean, hey, this could have made a good video idea, not gonna lie. Also, on how we would be able to execute it was unknown. And you're supposed to put the key here. I think this was one of the statues that talked. I don't know. Inka Dinka do whatever from the DK show. Yeah, I know it's a villager, but who really cares? As long as it looks nice, yeah. The temple, again built by Castro, you know, it's renovated. You got the beacon. This is where you came in. This is where you spawn. You little quest. The jungle quest goes up. It's nice, yellow color. Little balcony. This was Birdo's nest. The one person who's a bitch all the time. Can't do the voice. I can't even do any of the voices. Maybe Mario? Nah, I don't want to try. But again, more detail, of course. And this was also artificially made, or I think those are. No, yeah, this was made by us. Pretty sure. Experiment. Maybe just some leftover junk here and there. Okay, and this is Funky Kong. Well, first of all, to get there, you gotta go through here. You get through corners. One of them here, one of them sides. This one leads to end temple. Okay, well, it's supposed to view Funky Kong's airplane from Tropical Freeze, or from whatever game it was debuted. It's parrots selling stuff, and well, this itself has the interior. We like this at all. Also, mini question. Well, yeah, pretty sure we question. How do you got this plane here? Or how's it gonna take off? It's just stuck there. But another aspect was this roller coaster ride called DK's Minecart. You know, they can't spell, they're monkeys or apes. But this was almost complete. One of the final things I think Castro made. If I can get like a. We can test it out. It was almost made except for this one little cave portion where there's supposed to be stone or this was like 90%. Of course you got a little it's the only roller coaster ride in this entire world, I'm not gonna lie. I had plans for like a theme park, well actually it was a water park, but I think the theme park was on top of my mind for like a while, but then I thought that no, this world is already laggy. And I even wanted to choose a concept called Water King. Now this was an upper version, yeah, a top tier version of Water City from like season 5 and 2. And essentially it was supposed to feature every single aspect of a modern water park. Bowls, large, you know, long slides, giant pool, etc., all that type of stuff. But of course, that was going to take too long. So that was supposed to be like a ultimate final project as well. Now there are so many projects, a plethora of them that many things. In addition, we were supposed to build a crucible, rebuild a crucible by Bowser's Castle. We were supposed to make Bowser's Castle into a fancy restaurant where Genius Bowser, Dry Bowser. Work that. Someone else. I think a few siblings also work there. I don't know. Kraken over there. He doesn't do it right. That's supposed to be a splash. For like a video effect. It's not good. Oh well. And yeah, that was about it. I'm gonna stop. Well, that's just gonna keep going. So like, yeah, I'll just prevent it by doing that. Well, that's one part of the jungle. I think the final portion would probably have to be this, where you just go to the Mushroom Kingdom. We don't talk about much of that. I mean, sure, there was Season 1 remaster, which is supposed to take place in the same world, but again, this was made earlier. Timeline. And we can't really work on this world anymore. So, I think, yeah, that's all of DK's Jungle. I mean, I wanted to review this in a video, but it's fine, this will have to do, but glad to show you guys that. So, on next to the, wait, hang on, if you actually go down there, there's actually there's a little scuba area down here. It's kind of, I mean, see, it's boring maybe, but you just can't see anything down there. It's supposed to use some sort of like creativity or magic of Junior finding some treasure, but never really happened. Come over here, we find a little playground. I mean, again, a lot of these stuff, you might have already seen it on the videos. Usually some country flags that haven't really been changed in a while. I don't know, I think that was used for a restaurant. That was used for like Daniel, and this Dutch flag used for that. There are more flags. These were just like the first 3 being made that were made in 2020. There's a build chart, you know, whatever building rosters or whatever. Essentially, any builds that we need to put a reminder of or incomplete, we'll just put it here. These are the last 2 builds of the Plaza, Amazon and Whole Foods, and that was supposed to complete the entire thing itself. And the Plaza, well, you know, just get like a few stores, 7-Eleven, Pizza Hut, a Chinese restaurant, which not really debuted, but I could show it off. Do you remember what was supposed to be here? I think it was just a parody of a Chinese buffet. Again, the build styles are outdated since it was made. Again, one of the first few builds made in this world, or constructed. If you want any time span of when this world is built, so it was created in July 2019. I announced it like at that time, but there was a huge pause in building until the next year. It's like summer 2020. It's when we started actually making all these builds. I think, yeah, these 2 roads are the first ones built in 2020, and then later on just made some 2021. No, actually, some of these were already established before 2021. Just a few of the builds. Pretty sure, yeah, the back weren't. This one was there. But yeah, a lot of the builds were already here, even during season 5. Just again, we had to complete that season before. And the house itself, Mario's Mansion, was okay. It broke ground in September 2020, and then it was completed May 2021. And Luigi's probably around the same time. So it was really the houses that took a while, not really the other build itself. So in the back, these stores were considered the giants. It just consisted of 3: Amazon, Whole Foods, and Chuck E. Cheese, which has Sonic's face because he's the one who took over it. And of course, we also built this parking lot, a smaller one, and larger one, and even one of these Lamborghinis, I believe. I think those was used in Pablo. Yeah, pretty sure. This was also supposed to be as a battleground for some reason. As if you actually look around, I think over here, yeah, you'll find some chests of weapons. As in like the battle minigames from Constitution, this was supposed to be like a stage. Since there would be a lot of fights in this parking lot. Yeah, I don't know what kind of concept that was, but okay. So over here, with the Mushroom Knees language, as is the text, that's what's supposed to be written in. And, well, we have to find the Whole Foods. We just never complete the interior. But here's the nice thing. I added a command where the sliding door actually worked. And I even made a sound into it. No pistons, just a command. Yeah. I mean, there's a piston sound effect, but that's about it. And the Chuck E. Cheese. Now, this was one of the final builds we made in May 2022. So, still around the time when 6 was in production. And again, this is also never made that video. I think this was supposed to come out episode after UK, I'm pretty sure. And it's in Japanese, check, okay. Again, this was just Sonic's odd business. He has a drug stand over there. I think it's also debuted. But like how modern Chuck E. Cheese's are, and in case you're not aware, it's basically just like this pizzeria FNAF-like area where you get arcades, you have a party, you used to have electronics, but now you just have a dance floor. And of course you got food like pizzas and salad bars, I believe. And you also get these prizes. I mean, if you play enough games, you get tickets. And these tickets, you can use them to redeem for prizes up here. And previously, they used to use token, but now they have a play pass, just a card, and you put money into it. And you just click here, it's supposed to come out one. Yeah. The video, again, was supposed to be, this was supposed to be the first Chuck E. Cheese in almost 5 years, as the last one was in season 3 and wasn't one of the best, but I guess now you guys can have a taste of what a modern Chuck E. Cheese was supposed to look like in our modern build style. Of course, we introduced new arcade machine designs, basketball courts. Of course, these joysticks, which if you sneak, you can move them. It's pretty nice. Single player, it just goes smoothly. Of course, if you're in like four-player split screens, it's laggy. Pac-Man, hockey. Of course, a jigsaw, I believe. We got some claw machines. Some dead, head, I guess. Oh, these seats we sit on and it just goes up and down. I don't know the name of it. I don't remember. The nasty, disgusting bathrooms. Now over here, it's supposed to be inches of a sewers. I could show it off later on. Women's, bathroom. I mean, they're both pretty bad. There's one that has more pee and white icky stuff, of course, and some janitor's room. Over here is karaoke. The sneaker keepers, or it's just where you put your shoes at. I'm like, come on, man. No need for the weird names, but oh well. Base, these tunnels, I think they're similar to most of them. They have glass, they're just terracotta. Now here's one glitch. They patched this up, but you used to look outside. You used to be able to look outside. Now you can't even do that anymore. Great. Over here, I think initially when the video was supposed to be made, it was supposed to have like a back room or whatever. You fall in, and then for some reason the video transitioned into real life or live action clip with Bowser Jr., Jake being in plush form, which is a Hammer Bro, and Bowser Jr. itself, and Sonic and his hedgehog stuffed animal thing. Of course, that was like the end of the video, and it's supposed to be like a 2-part video or something, and it just came out from here. Do not interrail something. All in Japanese, because we can't understand, and I don't know if he's Sonic, he's Japanese. Here's his room. He actually lives here, and he has a little dumpster here with all of his drugs. Since he's a drug dealer, and he has like 2 businesses? Yeah, 2 enterprises. His room, of course, is up here where he sleeps at. And I mean, not really much. I'm kind of surprised no one has really caught him. And again, there's like the exit. More drugs. Play palace, TVs. The ticket blaster actually works well. I don't really want to demonstrate, or I mean, if I did, I would just, all these tickets would just come all at once. You never had to hold on to it because it has the redstone is unique. Yes, it is. So, and then you just got more decorations. High five, typical Chuck E. Cheese stuff. Here, this room was never really completed. I mean, it wasn't going to be used anyways, but in case we had some ideas to expand it, yeah, we could have utilized. We could have utilized it, but it's okay. Okay, let's dive into this. So, in case you're wondering, what's supposed to happen was some fat guy named Giovanni was supposed to be introduced, and yeah, his debut was supposed to take place in this episode, and he was supposed to pretty much explode the urinal by taking a shit on it, and he's a badass, so you can expect him atomic bomb level stuff. Okay, so we got the sewers, it's fine. It's probably just an extension of a smaller series I made over there, but essentially this cross throughout the entire street along, to Chuck E. Cheese. That just runs down to that place. Now we swim down, and well, keep going. That's smaller prison. Sewers, where a homeless guy lived here. I think Junior was supposed to be swimming in one episode, but then he just got stuck and got sucked to the pipe, and he just ended up being in here. This was the original sewers built, and then later on I extended it. Another great idea I had was to connect Mario's mansion with Luigi's mansion by rail, and by doing that is that if we explore the Mario mashup, you will realize that there's a lot of those roller coaster transportation pipelines or tunnels, like from here to there, in these mushroom houses. So I was planning on a similar concept, except that I would just link from Mario to Luigi and their own respective Toad houses. But this never happened, simply because we had the teleportation command, and so that just eliminates the purpose of actually adopting such, method of getting from here to there, and it's easier to just do that. Here's a few other builds. I think I've already reviewed in some videos. This part probably not. If you notice in the Apple Store, essentially it had a lot of the outdated. It just features a lot of the, I'll say, 2021 phones for sale. They have still have the iPhone 13. So I didn't tell me outdated to either 14 or 15 at all. I just didn't have the time to do so. And well, I mean, it's just an Apple Store, nothing much to expect. I think there was supposed to be like a Samsung, but oh well, never got laid out. Lego store. Apparently there was an idea of bringing Eltic Studios into this, since they're like a huge Lego fan, and trying to ask them, hey, want to do a collab, but could we just get your voice? Yeah, literally just their voice. So we can get this, like a skin, maybe Chewbacca or something, some Star Wars skin. And well, they would just portray him like that. With his voice, of course, because we can't voice act him. And the video idea was supposed to be Junior versus Eltic, try and get the last Lego Mario set, and well, they get some sort of, dig into some sort of beef and compete against each other. But oh well. This is a vending machine. It's an old kind. I mean, you can just put anything and it'll work. Okay. Apparently, when I showed this off 3 years ago, someone was so impressed. Like, no, someone got jealous or impressed that I made something work, and this was literally from Magma or whatever that pig builder is called on Minecraft. It's a tutorial world. Like, it's from a tutorial. You can search it up. It's fine. It's literally made publicly. They just really don't dive into the videos at all. Old competition. Yes, we have pre-made cereal, of course, because guys, the world without pre-made cereal is just detrimental. Not gonna lie. Coffee machine, eating to sleep because there's no chicken. Season 1 Luigi reference there. Since in the finale there was a giant cock that just came out of nowhere and well, tried to get a lottery ticket. But oh well, I guess people can relax. Totally not microwave hot food. Oh, and here's a very silly reference. C. How amazing. That was not me, that was Castro's idea, but oh well. ATM as well. Just had to simplify it. Warning, good to talk. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. So yeah. Apparently, this video became the most viewed MC Luigi series, or Minecraft series in general, where at least over 500 views on a video where Wilbur, a forgotten character, just gets a house. Now, are these actually legit? Not really. I bet it's just clickbait that just happened. And then the real figures who actually watched the videos was significantly lower. Got Toad's house? Gotta explore, I guess. Toad and Toad didn't get along. They broke up. Their ex, I guess. This is and well, I think Toad is a stripper. Pretty sure, yeah. And she works in a casino, which I'll show it off soon. This will be a long video, of course, since we're literally showcasing the entire world that we built for years. Clinic. Now, this video was supposed to have Chef Mario, who has a lobster just pinching on his nose, and then he needs surgery to remove it. And the idea was to get some Chinese doctor to do the work, and I think there's a reputation of them being notorious for performing in medical procedures, and so she was supposed to just be watching his tutorial on how to remove a lobster from the nose and get the chainsaw or do whatever. Nothing really happens to Mario. He eventually escapes by Junior, and then they just get out. Health check, of course, just check your health. Lamps, pretty much it. It's just a small clinic, nothing much. Outback. So Daniel is a fan of cheesesteak, and not Philly cheesesteak, as in just a little steak dipped in cheese. The reason why is because Daniel is a real person that I met in middle school, and basically Junior was supposed to portray that version of me being just annoyed by Daniel. And essentially, many of the behaviors that I've had in the videos are pretty accurate. That's just how they behave in real life. And cheesesteak was something that they really loved for some reason. Oh, and with their entitled mom, like that's also real. And she worked in a school cafeteria. But that's history. And we just reintroduce it here. Just why not? It's fun. Got blocks of cheese. No. Okay. Kind of surprised it wasn't that laggy. Not laggy. Not laggy. It's fine. Kitchen. You know, nothing much. I'm the one who made this. I mean, look, compared to the other build, it's not really that expensive. It's not really that impressive. Not gonna lie. It really wasn't much I can add. Outback. It's just this Australian steakhouse. That's all I can say. Well, garbage truck. Casino, now, again, made by Castro. Or whatever their name may be in the future. Rowlett, and it's 375. It's supposed to be. Originally, there was supposed to be better armor stands or a working Rowlett. But then that didn't. But then the armor stand keeps on despawning. So we replaced it with one that's just decorated purpose. That's just purpose to be decorated, but then even that didn't work at all because Bedrock just sucks in general. So I would just stick. Well, there were supposed to be item rings, yeah, or paintings. Yeah, paintings were supposed to be here to represent some sort of shooting game. They despawn these machines again. First time we get a casino since season 4. Of course, everything from here was supposed to be returning. Like most major videos or places were supposed to be returning into this season, but just never got debuted. Bar, of course, and where told it works is not here, but rather if you go through the side. Yeah, the back there's like a ladder. You climb up, or no, there's a secret door. You just go through inside. Go up here. This ladder, and yeah, let's have fun. And that's where that's how Toadie makes money. She's kind of like a weed, I guess. Dweeb store, nothing interesting. It's just making fun of anything that's whatever's on the internet that I dislike or that whoever dislikes at all. Dream against Dream Parody. Jake Doll. An armor stand now, huh? Because we're now gonna use armor stands. Stupid Star Wars game. Sorry. Stupid Star Wars games on Wii U. Okay. Have you noticed? Yeah, mostly just cartoons or whatever dead memes are. Well, actually, except for this, that's terrible. So they practically just sells anything that's atrocious to society and make profit out of it. Yes. Okay. Nothing much here. Again, it's just a filler building. This was supposed to be a pet shop under construction because we didn't want to build it or had time to build it, so we just left it like that. No, forever be a construction site. Okay. So here we have a sweet shop, and I broke the door for some reason. Or what we Americans call a candy store, even though something like this doesn't actually exist in the US itself. And even then, we call it a chocolatier. Or, it's a chocolatier with all the candy, and we just call it chocolatier, we don't call it candy store. That sounds quite diabetic and detrimental to oneself. But sweet shop sounds cool, not gonna lie. So we have just a cake, or I think several cakes. Then we have Toblerones, which are just, yeah, these, what they're called, lecture, okay, yeah. You know, just the little thing in the corner. Not too much cool, but hey, it's the closest you can get, and we even added little Swiss flag. All sorts of sweets. That used to be the Eurocone version, since I used to have like a lot of Europeans. I mean, I still kind of have a significant European audience, but like not in the Eurozone. Some are like just using their own currency, and they're in the EU, but not using the Euro. you know, organic cup and all the other sweets. I don't know what the firefly is for. I think it's spicy candy, I guess. More decorations. And, well, nothing much, really. I think just more candy. Okay. Or sweets. Doesn't matter. Well, that's really it for this shop. I don't remember what we're supposed to use it for. I think it was just for some extra setting or place to explore. Over here we have Chick-fil-A. Now, originally the one I got wasn't entirely well or suited, so Casper made the interior itself, or at least renovated it. So we have like a accurate depiction of the restaurant itself. The original sandwich. Oh, here it is. It's just a loaf of bread. And yeah, actually replicates fast food quite well. Similarly to the McDonald's or the Burger King in Me World, you see like all the machines you have, the drive-through, cashier, frying stations, sodas, ovens, stuff like that. Lockers for employees to keep their uniforms and stuff. And yeah. Now I think it has a high. I think its height is quite high, or actually no, it just goes up roughly around that. The drive-through, it's kind of, well, it's Minecraft, so it's a square, and we just made it a little bit too long, but it's fine. Now, naturally, Chick-fil-A's don't really, well, use these speaker boxes. They instead have employees going around, knocking on someone's window from the car, and then just take the order from there via a tablet or something. That's just how it works. More convenient because the lines get so stuffed that these alone will not work. We need actual employees to go outside and take their orders. And I think just like a fully fledged door, not even just a window. So it's kind of inaccurate in that case. But we're not in the US, we're in Me World. I mean, not Me World, Mushroom Kingdom, sorry. So Mario Universe might work differently. Of course, I mean, the road's not even that large itself. So, yeah, I think that's most of the major builds here and there. DQ was supposed to be the next Luigi video. And, of course, I forgot, I keep mentioning Season 6 because Mario just dominates over Luigi. But it includes both because they're both in the same world. And, I mean, yeah, pretty much. And when I say 7, or like, oh, Java, that also includes Luigi for Season 3. Yeah, I think that's about it. Over here, we get to the countryside. We have like this little welcome sign, the plaza. Welcome to the Mushroom Outskirts. Oh, wow, cool. This was one of the toad houses I mentioned before. You just press on that, you teleport closer to Luigi's Mansion. Pedestrian, because this is actually supposed to be junior school. Middle school, as you can see, which we have grades 6 to 8. Mostly just where his young teen years are going to take place. Now, of course, we have a little farm, and what there used to be is animals. Now, they despawn because, you know, Battle Rocket just sucks ass. And more hay bales over here. And these are crops used by the Whole Foods market, their only grocery store, because, you know, organic. And there used to be cattle here, but again, they despawned. But it was still under construction even before we finished. But major construction finishes. Day was supposed to finish. Junior high school, yes. We have this little, you know, machinery from Caterpillar, right? Might as well, Caterpillar. And electric station, I think, or utilities. This little car loop, we go around. Also, the bus loop is over here. I think it's a depiction of an American. Pretty sure, yeah, it is. Because no way a European school is that large. But this is a middle school alone. And it's inspired by some of the middle schools nearby, as well as some throughout the US. And I think Toronto. So that means Canada, too. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't make this, again. This was Caster's idea. Again, it's very impressive. Compare this to the last school in Season 4, which is literally just Peach's castle. It's quite an impressive feat. This is literally this is bigger than the 2 mansions of Mario and Luigi. So obviously, this started probably in 2021 and never got finished due to the fact it just took so long and not enough time. In fact, they even told me that despite its massive size, we're gonna have to use teleportation methods because the school itself for the classrooms still wasn't large enough. Apparently, according to them, the interior of the school still wasn't big enough, so they actually had to go somewhere else, teleport all these students to somewhere, to some I don't know, some area far away from civilization, and then just record the classrooms there. But yeah, I mean, you know, you have your not really an average school itself. It's just a prestigious. Yeah, I think it is prestigious. The interior got renovated a few times. This is the second version of the office. The first one had a lot more sign, glass, you know, it was a lot more clustered, so somewhat claustrophobic. I don't know. Again, a few images. If I ever find them, I'll show them off on the video itself. Clinic. And another room over there. More classrooms that never got finished. This was the gymnasium or gym. Over here, the mascots are the knights. Not sure if you can tell that. Helmet details, you know. Locker rooms. Both genders are the same. We only have two genders, so I'm not gonna go to the girls, but I added these banners to make it look realistic, unlike season 4, which were literal doors, but like, I mean, come on, no one cares about them. It was detail that we cared about. Showers, I mean, nothing much. It's just a locker room, as you'd expect. But yeah, honestly, I really love the school. I mean, the architecture is amazing. I honestly don't know how they managed to pull this off. And they're also building another middle school in Mi World on Wii U. So like there's also a more updated version. Agriculture farm class. I mean, technically you don't need to add a farm, but it's fine. Junior building. Okay. So over here in some schools we have agriculture class. So essentially we just learn how to garden and why it's important to do so. And we sometimes have some cattle. Now high schools are usually the ones that have cattle, and middle schools that have chickens. So like, not really big animals, but it's okay. We just mix a lot of the high school and middle school aspects together because why not? I mean, make everyone productive. So these are radishes, yeah. Just a portable because that's accurate, I guess. And over here we have a court. I believe this is a football or soccer field. A track that goes around windmill. Wait, where's the windmills? Over there. Okay, yeah. There used to be. I think there was some over there. Not sure if you guys were aware of that. But yeah. And then also it was supposed to be vegetation that I was assigned, but never completed it. And then I think there was a map of the school, and this is like a second floor hallway that just connects. Yeah. Except that you were never supposed to go here. It's just decoration. But hey. So yeah, that's a school that Castor tried to make. Of course, it would still be inspirational to look at. And we got the Mushroom flag itself. Some machinery. An artificial dam because this was a river, I believe. And then we just had to like build or reclaim land. Yeah, I'm pretty sure for that. This bridge was supposed to be destroyed and replaced with a new one because this is outdated. I think it was built in 2019. So I mean, obviously it doesn't match with all the other build styles. But of course that never happened. We got Luigi's flag. Well, it doesn't have an elf on it, but of course you all know Luigi's Mansion. You've seen the videos. You kind of know what it looks like. But I mean, I could show a quick overview of how the mansion itself is. Again, designed by Castor and. Well, it's far more organized compared to my idea of Season 6 for Mario, since that was actually my idea for the architect style. I was more keen on interior than exterior. But, I mean, this just turned out to be a lot more nicer. And, of course, if you've seen the trailer or the teaser from like 2 years ago, then yeah, you might remember this scene. And even the 2021 Christmas special, we actually had to build snow around here and even add ice. So we actually like had to individually add in snow everywhere. It was a lot of effort, but hey, I mean, kind of looked nice. So of course, always just spend more time on it. Over here we have Pablo's competitor. Yes, Pablo was supposed to have a competitor or a rival in school called the Big. I don't know why I named him that, but it was just a funny concept I made up in some random joke from like when we were building this season, and then everyone just loved the idea. So yeah, we just called him the Big. And this guy's illiterate. Yeah, illiterate. So he cannot spell at all because he's a little caveman. And the Big, he had the skin, although it's not really just supposed to be some other big guy, Pablo, that's really weird. He lives in a cave with his father, the Bigger, and his granddad, and his grandpa, the Bigger. So I mean, the family just gets bigger as it ages, but then smaller as it gets younger or whatever. That's supposed to be the outdoor scene. Obviously, we're not outside, but I mean, it's supposed to be just an opening, as if, oh, nature's out there, that's nice. And then he's just, you know, doing his business, no toilet paper. Again, I do like the design of the cave. And this was the Big, or the room, but this is Big's room. Compared to Pablo, like, come on, he doesn't have like, a pile of trash. And he has like the worst computer you can think of. I think it's some Apple computer from like the 90s or something like that. I don't know. I don't study at Mac. I don't really study Macs. It's usually Windows I'm more used to. I mean, I think there's another room. I don't believe so. Okay. We're almost done with this world, I think. I mean, it actually doesn't seem like a lot, but... I mean, to me it did. We spent thousands of hours on Minecraft on Switch. Just trying to make this world. And most of the time, we were just idle. We weren't even doing stuff. We had the funny piñata thingy. Kazakhstan loves this. And also, Mexicans love this. Not the best grammar, but okay. And over here, it's not in this world, but in a copy of the other world, this area is supposed to serve as a holiday. I think Luigi went here for a pumpkin patch. And the Halloween special of 2021, and a hillbilly was supposed to live here. We didn't finish this trailer. We did not even finish his trailer, but I remember some hillbilly from like West Virginia lived there. And then we got this natural waterfall from 2020 style, and you know, not really the best, but oh well. That's where you always have to keep updating. I mean, yeah, you see that divide, like 2020 or 2019 builds versus some of the most recent builds look quite different. Of course they do, because this world took a whole lot more time to build. Now, for those who remember the older seasons, this was season 4, and to make sure that the world was accurate, we made sure every build from the past was actually put into this world. Now, this was after the finale. It was blown up by some blimp, some nuke drop. Or it wasn't a nuke because it wouldn't make any sense. But this was the 4th mansion that we made, and we rebuilt it. Although this time we actually made it more decimated than what it actually was, and we had in a lot of mold, and of course a lot of things were deteriorating already. Since this took place a few years after the event, but I mean, this laundry room is still okay. This was Junior's bedroom, I believe. The bathroom, that stayed there. I mean, you could just look back to the finale of season 4 and then compare to this, but yeah. I mean, this was just what happened. And then this is what caused them to go to Calatropolis season 5 for like 2020. All those videos where they went up to the sky. Yeah, that's why they went there, because they just weren't safe here at the time until that finale came. Of course, the pool. I forgot to add in Tails' house, but I don't care at all. And there was supposed to be development over here. Wait, sign? I remembered sign. Yeah. I don't know what's with the different fonts. I mean, actually, there's a different font because it reads different symbols, but it's fine. And development was supposed to happen here, except that it was only for decoration purposes and stuff like that. Funny enough, for Thanksgiving, we're supposed to have a scene from season 4 again, where Junior comes to this little area and finds his future self from season 6. And of course, we want to make things logical and actually get season 6 self to come here and then meet his past self from like this magical time mirror or whatever. Oh well. And well, we're back here again, but I also forgot to show you guys, even though it's been updated, but this actually took place after season 1, the house. Again, this was molding, and the volcano just popped out from here. And this is what the remastered volcano looks like. Let me actually go inside. Old living room from 2018, or actually, this house was built in 2017. 2016. My bad. 2016, 2017 for 2 and 3, and 4. Yes, that house was made in 2017. 18 for Cloudotropolis for 5, and then 2020, 2021 for the final mansion over there. Yeah, that's really it. It's just all busted. Nothing much to show off here. Finally, if we look through spectator mode, we got to see the underground area. Of course, the playroom was built underground because not enough space from the actual space allocated up there. Down here, we have something interesting. Now, this was inspired from Dan TDM's treasure room, I think. And the reason why I built this is because at the time I supported Dan over Dream, and then there was a competition where Dan versus Dream because it's sub counts, where both had 2.25 million. This was built in August 2021, I believe. So yeah, to commemorate his final days of being the king or the Minecraft king or something, first place, I built this inspired from his treasure room to put in all the house models from the past. Feel free to read it and look inside, I guess. Not all of them are accurately depicted, but it's the closest I can get since, again, not enough space, and that was canceled due to deletion world because I thought Herobrine was there, but in reality it was just cave sounds. Yeah, I felt really stupid. It's fine. The third season is over here. I mean, you can just tell by the gaps of it. I think these were the islands. Yeah. Of course, we got three for here. And if we've got 4, how it used to look like, kinda. I mean, I think the interior is a bit more accurate. If I go inside. Yeah. Definitely. The kitchen. The living room, somewhat, but it's not really there. Then we got 5, the last one before this one. 19 plus because there was a bonus. That wasn't only including the numerical order, numerical order, but it's fine. Kitchen. I think this is like the most accurate, really depicted one. And I really saw this in on Switch. It kind of felt a bit weird. It feels a bit weird, but oh well. Of course, the teleportation is over here. You just press on that, and you just drop out from here, from this little hole. And to get here, you have to put a lever. You just place it on this block, and the lever on where it was just behind this bookshelf. Yeah. So that's pretty much the end. I wrapped up everything with the final few places, and still there's so many plans for season 6. For example, I was supposed to make Ronald Dump, a parody of Donald Trump, a flying mansion on a cloud where he was supposed to live in exile and have all this crazy stuff from Mar-a-Lago or whatever Trump Tower has. Pretty much just everything he owns. The true finale was supposed to be a mecha obese girl who had a crush on specifically Jake, the hammer bro, and wanted to seek revenge for rejection by destroying everything in the plaza, including the house, and all the series, Mario, Luigi, and even me will all team up they all assemble into one giant group and then just stop the, mecha girl. I haven't really thought much of it yet, or at all. The earliest ideas for a finale was supposed to get Adolf Hitler revived. He gets his Wehrmacht or his army, and then just shoots or get the tanks, destroy the house, and destroy the plaza maybe. And well, they all just had to team up and fight against him. And we just made Hitler the villain, which was a pretty lazy idea. Initially, there was supposed to be a sex dungeon where Hitler was stored and all the other villains, but and we just never added it in the final design at all. So Mii World, the first season remaster of Mario, and season 7, the future season that was supposed to take place on some summer vacation islands called Dolphin Waters, I believe, remains unpredictable. So I cannot say much about their futures at all, again with the current situation. But I just had the feeling to make this video because I just wouldn't be right to end off everything so abruptly without any notice or forgetting the amount of effort we put into this world. So just, believe we might as well just show off everything. It wouldn't be like season 2, we just, we moved on and that's it. Well, might as well make this the finale. It's the only right thing to do. With all that being said, I just want to thank you guys for joining me today on this special video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time this holiday, being able to appreciate what's going on this year. And I hope you guys will be able to, commemorate a lot of your memories, as well as hoping for like a better future in the new year. So hopefully things go well for you guys, and I hope that I could be able to diversify a little bit more on my channel to really untap more of my potential, because really, this is just a childhood series I've just worked on, but I really want to try something new, experiment with a few new things, and I think that's a good thing to at least, try and implement. So, thank you guys for attending the show. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and have fun in this holiday. Thank you guys again. I'll see you guys another time, and goodbye.